let's get started with the class. Today, have you people done the exercise given to you yesterday? Please let me know.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Now we will begin that. Yes. So, sentence 4. Please tell me the answer. At 1,000, the mountain, flying, eye, feet could see clearly. What is the answer?
Flying at 1,000 feet, I could clearly see the mountain.
Okay. What you say? Climb,
Ma'am, flying.
climbed.
What it is written?
It is at 1,000,
Climb,
flying.
climb, climb isn't
Achha,
given.
flying, flying.
Flying at 1,000 feet.
Let me admit him. Vijayalakshmi. Yes. Flying at 1,000 feet.
I could clearly see the mountain.
Flying at 1,000 feet. I could see. Oh, where am I writing?
Clearly.
Flying at 1,000 feet. I could see the mountain clearly. Is this, does it make sense, students? Tell me. ठीक है? I think it's right. Flying at 1,000 feet, I could clearly see the mountain. Right? Very nice. Next sentence. Uncertain, I am to bring leave. I for France, what when? This is the sentence, right? What is the answer? Give the answer, students. What is the subject here? Anybody? This you all have to answer. What is the subject?
I.
Yes, yes. I.
I am uncertain
Yes,
what to bring when I leave for France.
very good. I am uncertain. I am uncertain.
What to bring when I leave for France.
Yes, I am uncertain what to bring when I leave for France. Next, flying. So this is ये समझ में आ रहे हैं students? आप सबको?
Ma'am, screen is not visible.
Okay, I'll do that. You people do not enter the class on time. That is why I face these issues. Yes. Now next, glass-bottomed boat could see of fish cruising many kinds in the cruising in the glass. Tell me. अब देखिए स्टूडेंट्स जैसे ये वाला सेंटेंस है फोर्थ it is like flying at 1,000 feet. Here also you have a noun, right? And like cruising can be used as a noun, ing word. It's a gerund, right? Cruise. Cruise क्या होता है? जो ship होती है ना, big ship in which for leisure people go on a cruise, right? So the glass bottomed boat we could see many kinds of fish. We could have done, we could see many kinds of fish while cruising in the glass bottom boat. Then there was while was used as a conjunction. But as there is no conjunction, that is why cruising it is a noun. We'll begin the sentence with cruising in the glass bottom boat. We could see many kinds of fish. Okay, I could clearly see the mountain when while flying at 1,000 feet. But as while is not there, it is a like you have made a simple sentence of by converting like a compound sentence. You have transformed it into a simple sentence, and you're beginning it with a gerund. Flying at 1,000 feet, I could clearly see the mountain. I cruising in the glass-bottomed boat, we could see many kinds of fish. Now, next sentence. To eat, left she on the counter. The bread too hard. That was. What would be the answer? See, she left the bread that was too hard to eat on the counter. She left the bread on the counter. That was too hard to. This is incorrect. On the counter. It should be here. She left the bread where? On the counter. What was left? Bread on the counter. That was too hard to eat. Next. The feeling experienced ever have you going mad that you were? Have you ever experienced the feeling that you were going mad? Next, work on we expect to the first Saturday every month of you. We expect you to work on the first Saturday of every month. We expect you to work. This is specific, first Saturday, right? So we'll write this before the general time frame. A bigger time frame, not specific. This first Saturday is specific. So whenever there's specific time, we write before the unspecific one. We expect you to work on the first Saturday of every month. Okay? Is it clear, students? And more the practice, the better you become. Right? So now let's do a few more exercise. And I will today, let me see. So I'll be sending one exercise in Google Classroom right away. And on Monday, I will be conducting the quiz, students. So be prepared. And Okay, so Google Classroom. Here there goes the exercise. Where is Google Classroom? Students, I have posted the exercise. Please do, and then we'll discuss reordering of sentences. Okay, students, have you received the exercise? Please check your Google Classroom. It shows it's been posted. Please do the exercise now. Have you people received?
Yes,
आप
ma'am.
लोगों की एक्सरसाइज मिल गई है? हाँ, इसको करिए. Then we'll discuss. I'm giving 10 minutes. Okay? Do the exercise. Or we can even begin and we can discuss, begin the next topic. And you all can do this and we can discuss later. So let's do that ways. And students, you all do it later. Let's begin with a new topic. Okay? Because we have given a lot of time to this. And let's do this. Okay. Now, what is a paragraph? A paragraph contains more than one sentence. And a paragraph, you see, as it contains more than one sentence, each sentence is connected to the first sentence is connected to the following sentence, and the following sentence is connected to the next, and this is how a paragraph is written. A paragraph contains one complete idea. That idea can be introduced in the beginning. Usually, an idea is introduced in the beginning and which is followed by supporting sentences, and finally the conclusion is made. A good paragraph should not be more than 10 to 12 sentences. And as I said, that the paragraph begins with a topic sentence. Such sort of paragraphs are considered as perfect paragraphs. And what is a topic sentence? A topic sentence is the idea. It tells about what the title and then the controlling idea. If you, for example, students, you are writing about pollution. You're writing about, generally, you're writing about pollution. So, you know that pollution, the first line, the topic sentence should reveal that what in this paragraph you are going to talk. Are you going to talk about the different types of pollution? And you have to tell it in a paragraph, right? Or you are going to tell about the effects of pollution, right? So that first line, which contains the idea and that is controlled by further words in that sentence, is the topic sentence, which reveals what the entire paragraph is going to talk about. तो मैंने ये बताया कि जो पैराग्राफ होता है, it begins with a topic sentence. It conveys the controlling idea of that paragraph. कि उस पैराग्राफ में आप किस बारे में बात करेंगे. तो वो जो इंट्रोडक्टरी सेंटेंस होता है वो क्लियरली लिखा होना चाहिए कि what is going to be talked in that paragraph. For example, I just said if you're talking about pollution, तो pollution के आप are you going to talk about the different types of pollution, or you're talking about the effect of pollution on environment, on human health, or on on animals? So that should be made clear in the topic sentence. Rest, you will add further ideas with the supporting sentences. Now, in between, you have detailed sentences in the middle, then you will have a concluding sentence. And जो एक paragraph होता है, from the beginning till the finish, it should talk about one idea. Not intermixing of ideas should be done. Right? Now, students, let's move to this. A topic sentence is the first sentence of the body paragraph. It introduces the topic of the paragraph. A good topic sentence will be broad enough to allow for explication, but narrow enough that it does not require a paragraph that is too long. So this I have already discussed with you all, that it is the first sentence of the paragraph. It introduces the topic of the paragraph. Like you will tell what you are going to convey, what information the reader is going to read in that paragraph. Okay. Next, and it should be not too long that you exceed a certain word limit and becomes bulky. So it should be very clear जो आप कहना चाह रहे हैं. सो व्हाट इज द नेटिव, व्हाट इज द मेन आइडिया? इसको हम लोग समझते हैं स्टूडेंट्स विद एग्जाम्पल्स कि कैसे एक पैराग्राफ का मेन आइडिया हम लोग डिटेक्ट कर सकते हैं. व्हाट इज द मेन आइडिया ऑफ अ पैराग्राफ? अब हम इसमें एक्सरसाइजेस करेंगे, तो ध्यान से मेरे साथ पढ़िए एंड आई एम गोइंग टू आस्क क्वेश्चंस. Native people in early North America liked to play games. Their favorite games were played with a stick and a ball, like lacrosse. In lacrosse, the rule is that you can't touch the ball with your hands. You catch the ball in a net on the end of a stick and use the stick to throw the ball. Now, what is the main idea of that in this paragraph? बताइए. Their favorite games were played with a stick and a ball like lacrosse, or native people in early North America liked to play games. You catch the ball in a net on the end of a stick and use the stick to throw the ball. अब इसमें ये बताइए टॉपिक सेंटेंस क्या है? What is the topic sentence? तब आपको समझ में आएगा ना what is मैम टॉकिंग की टॉपिक सेंटेंस क्या होता है. तो इसमें अभी हमने डिस्कस किया ना, जब पैराग्राफ लिखते हैं कि बिगनिंग ऑफ अ गुड पैराग्राफ इज which begins with a topic sentence. And what is the topic sentence? It introduces the main idea of the paragraph. And हमने क्या दूसरी बात क्या समझी? That it shouldn't be too long, but it should be long enough that it explains what is being taught in the entire paragraph, right, students? And so I am doing exercises. ये exercises से मैं आपसे ये पूछना चाहती हूँ कि इस पैराग्राफ पे टॉपिक सेंटेंस क्या है. आपको ऑप्शन से दिए हुए हैं, अब आप बताइए. Yes, quickly.
Ma'am, their favorite
ऐसे ही
games
में
were
आप
played with a stick and ball like lacrosse.
Okay. So their favorite games were played. अब देखो ये टॉपिक सेंटेंस क्यों नहीं हो सकता? What is this there? There क्या होता है? Pronoun?
Talking about Americans, North Americans
Yes.
in this sentence.
नहीं. Their favorite games का क्या मतलब हुआ? Pronoun हुआ. कौन, किसके बारे में तुम बात कर रहे हो? तो क्या इंट्रोडक्शन में तुम प्रोनाउन यूज कर सकते हो? क्या तुम्हारा टॉपिक सेंटेंस देयर से बिगिन होना चाहिए? टेल मी. नो. The topic sentence is this one, the blue. No. नहीं है. Thing is this, हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं, हमारा मेन आइडिया क्या है? नेटिव पीपल अर्ली नॉर्थ अमेरिका लाइक टू प्ले गेम्स. पूरे पैराग्राफ में हमने इसी के बारे में बात करी है कि नहीं? This was they like to play games, and then this is a first supporting statement. This is the first supporting statement. Supporting statement जो बता रहा है कि जो नेटिव पीपल थे, नेटिव पीपल कहाँ के? नॉर्थ अमेरिका के. इन अर्ली नॉर्थ अमेरिका they liked to play games. अब ये किसकी बात कर रहा है? Their favorite games. Native people of early North America. What was they? They played. ये supporting sentence है. First supporting sentence. कैसे आइडिया को डेवलप करना है ये सीखिए. मैं यही एग्जाम्पल से सिखा रही हूँ. Their favorite games were played with a stick and a ball. आपको बताया. आप इसको ऐसे लिख सकते हैं. They played game called as lacrosse, which was their favorite game and was played with a stick and a ball, right? तो इन वो आप बाद में इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं कि उसको क्या बोलते, यहाँ पे इन्होंने क्या किया, देयर फेवरेट गेम्स, देयर कैन बी मेनी वेज टू राइट एन आइडिया, राइट स्टूडेंट्स? एक ही सिंपल वे से मैं आपको बता रही हूँ कि सेकंड सपोर्टिंग से फर्स्ट सपोर्टिंग सेंटेंसेस मेन आइडिया का कि देयर फेवरेट गेम्स वर प्लेड विद अ स्टिक एंड अ बॉल लाइक लक्रूज, जैसे लक्रूज खेलते हैं वैसे वो लोग उनका फेवरेट गेम स्टिक एंड बॉल से खेला जाता था. नाउ सेकंड, in lacrosse the rule is that you can't touch the ball with your hands. Okay, now ये further उसको डेवलप कर रहा है, उस आइडिया को फर्दर डेवलप होता जा रहा है. Are you getting my point? You catch the ball in a net on the end of a stick and use the stick to throw the ball. Okay, so ये आपने नेटिव गेम बताया, एक्सप्लेन किया फर्स्ट सेंटेंस से कि जो उनका फेवरेट गेम था द नेटिव अमेरिकन का, अर्ली नॉर्थ अमेरिका का, it was like the way the lacrosse is played, like lacrosse, something like lacrosse, and it was played with a stick and a ball. In lacrosse, जैसे the rule is that you can't touch the ball with your hands, you catch the ball in a net on the end of a stick and use the stick to throw the ball. So this was a sort of game played by native people in early North America. Got it? ये बात समझ में आई स्टूडेंट्स? Now next, अब इसको पढ़िए, इसमें मेन आइडिया बताइए क्या है. Not all plants grow in the same way. Some plants grow and reproduce in 1 year and are called annuals. Some plants grow and reproduce in 2 years and are called biennials. Other plants grow and reproduce for many years and are called perennials. So, what is the main sentence? What is the topic sentence of this paragraph?
Not all the plants grow in the
Ma'am,
same
not all
way.
plants grow in the same way.
Yes, अब ये not all plants grow in the same way. This is the topic sentence. और इसमें क्या नोटिस करने वाली बात है कि ये नेगेटिव वर्ड से स्टार्ट किया है. All plants grow in the same way की जगह नहीं, not all plants grow in the same way, right? Or different plants grow in different ways, right? इसको इस तरह भी लिख सकते थे, बट इसका ये तरीका है. So what I mean to say, people, the way you think, you may begin, and it is very difficult to begin the first sentence of a paragraph. What you all have to observe कि how the idea is developed. अब देखिए the first idea, उसको कैसे connected है. First idea, first supporting sentence. What? Some plants. अब इसी को support कर रहे हैं ना जब main idea को. Not all plants grow in the same way. अब different examples देके कि some plants grow and reproduce in 1 year and are called annuals, और कितना information भी मिल रही है. Then आप देखिए some plants grow and reproduce in 2 years and are called biennials. And third, now this way you have covered all the growth and reproduction of plants, right? So you have seen some other plants grow and reproduce for many years and are called perennials. Got it, students? Got it? Now our next idea to write a paragraph. मैंने आप लोगों को मेन आइडिया के साथ सपोर्टिंग सेंटेंसेस भी बता दिए हैं. अब एक बार देखिए और फिर एक्सरसाइजेस में हम लोग करेंगे सपोर्टिंग सेंटेंसेस कैसे डेवलप करते हैं. The sentences between, अच्छा स्टूडेंट्स, थोड़ा सा ये मैंने लेआउट के बारे में पैराग्राफ में नहीं पढ़ा था, वो मैं पढ़ दूं. It starts on a new. It starts from a new line. जो पैराग्राफ होता है, it always begins from a new line. Either it can be indented or numbered. Whatever format you use, be consistent. ठीक है. बाकी all this I explained. Now we were at supporting sentences. Sentences begin between the topic sentence and the concluding sentence. What are those supporting sentences? Support the topic sentence. The sentences explain and elaborate the point of the paragraph. Right? Now, in this, students, tell me what are the supporting sentences. Choose करिए. Teeth can tell you what kinds of food a mammal eats. Plant eaters like deer have large, flat molars or grinding plants. Animals that eat both plants and meat have strong canines and molars for tearing and grinding food. Animals that are meat eaters have canine teeth for cutting and tearing. So, what are the supporting sentences? So you see that teeth can tell you what kind of food a mammal eats. Are you all there? Students, are you all connected? So you see that this is the main idea, and rest all the sentences are supporting the main idea about the teeth. About the teeth, the kinds of teeth the mammals have according to the type of food they eat. Okay? Now, next. Tell me, what is the main idea? What is the main idea, students? Animals have defenses against being eaten, and so do plants. This is the main idea. The way animals have the defense mechanism, and plants also have. And now see, with the help of the word for example, इसको हमने elaborate और बड़ा किया, elaborate किया है इस idea को, explain किया है with the help of example. कैसे लिखा? For example. Then plants like milkweed have strong chemicals that can make animals sick. Poison ivy has oily leaves that will give animals an itchy rash. Blackberries have sharp thorns all over the plant. So you see, all these are supporting sentences, and the idea is introduced in the beginning. We use this transition word for example and write these examples of different plants such as milkweed, poison ivy, blackberries to support the main idea that plants also have defenses against being eaten. Plants also protect themselves to not be eaten by others. And then there are three examples. Now, what is a concluding sentence? It is a last sentence in the paragraph. It should gradually end the paragraph and transition to the next paragraph if appropriate. So, concluding sentence should inform that on the basis of the above discussion taken place in the paragraph, the conclusion is this, and if it is to proceed further, it should indicate that there is next paragraph, right? So now let's look at this example. Alex scored 8 points for his baseball team. He struck out 5 players. He hit 2 home runs and drove in 6 more runs. Alex was declared the most valuable player of the game. Now, students, see. The first, we are telling that highlighted in blue, this is the main idea. What? Alex scored 8 points for his baseball team. Then we are elaborating how he did with the help of these supporting statements. What are the support? How he became the how he scored 8 points for his baseball team. This is the main idea. We wrote Alex scored 8 points for his baseball team. Now, how? These are supporting statements. He struck out 5 players. He hit 2 home runs and drove in 6 more runs. So this was his entire contribution, and which you have described with the help of these supporting statements. And finally, what is the conclusion? That he was declared as the most valuable player. He was declared the most valuable player of the game. This is the conclusion. Got it? Now, students, in a paragraph, this unity and coherence is a very are the important ingredients. Unity refers to when you talk about, discuss one single idea in the entire paragraph. While doing so, while discussing a single idea in a paragraph, you need to interconnect those sentences with each other. For that, the use of conjunctions and transitional devices is implemented, is done, right? So a paragraph becomes, in this way, the paragraph becomes meaningful. So the ideas in a paragraph should logically fit together. The idea should flow from one idea to the next smoothly. I would try to say smoothly. A paragraph should be organized in a way that it builds appropriately. This could be by sequencing of ideas or events. Additionally, transition should be used from one sentence to the next that connects the ideas and concepts. Now, just see, Martin Luther King Jr. was one of the America's most important civil rights leader. He inspired many with his famous I have a dream speech. He believed in using non-violent methods to achieve his dream of racial integration. He was assassinated at age of 39. This is a brief introduction of Martin Luther King Jr. and the ideas are so well connected. Though you may notice that there is no conjunction, just the full stop, but how beautifully each important or like biographical information which made him uh, a well-known figure around the world has been mentioned, right? So just observe the use was one of the Americas was one of the America's most important civil rights leaders. Who was he? You have mentioned. Which country did he belong? That you have mentioned. So this becomes a very technical paragraph. He inspired many. What he did, just use of the verb. Use of the verb. Many, with his famous, what was his contribution? How he was able to, he got known among the masses. I have a dream speech. What was his method? Again, the use of verb. See, word. In using non-violent methods to achieve his dream of racial integration. So what was his dream? Racial integration. And he was assassinated at the age of 39. Next. Before the Europeans came, women in North America had more power and freedom than women in Europe or Asia. Women owned their own houses. They could get divorced if they wanted to. They didn't lose their children if they did get divorced. So you see that women in North America had more power and freedom than women in Europe or Asia. So this is your main idea, right? And how it is introduced before the Europeans came. This time phrase, it is explaining like what was the condition of women in North America before the Europeans came, and it has compared the situation. So you have written a time phrase before the Europeans came, then a comparison is made. Women in North America had more what than the women in Europe or Asia. Okay? Further, these are the supporting statements which tell how women in North America had more power and freedom. They owned their houses, they could get divorced, and they didn't lose their children if they get divorced. Okay? So the paragraph should be well developed. The reader should not be left wanting more information. The paragraph should include enough evidence to support its topic sentence. Right? Now, another example of adequate development. People in early North America ate only wild foods that they could hunt or gather. Inuit people ate a lot of fish and sea meat and gathered seaweed. Pueblo people ate cactus fruits and pine nuts and hunted rabbits and birds. Cree people ate fish with wild rice that they gathered in the wetlands around the Great Lakes. So you see different examples how the idea are being developed in a paragraph. And finally, these transitions, I have been telling that good paragraphs have transitions between preceding and proceeding paragraphs. These transitions are logical and verbal. One paragraph should logically flow to the next. The ideas in a body of work should be organized so each paragraph transitions well to the next. It should not be choppy. Hello? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Okay. Yes, I have the hard copy, ma'am. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay, bye now. Okay, students, I think this is all for today. And please upload your attendance on the WhatsApp group. And that is all. And I'll continue this topic in the next class, transitions. And then we'll take a practice of